It is bright and early. Good morning, everyone. Today we're up bright and early because we are going to attempt to get to work and prepare a beef brisket. Let's see how we do this. Alright, we're starting with about a pretty good sized piece of meat here, about 12.5 pounds beef brisket. Actually, I picked this one up at Walmart. They always seem to have them. They seem pretty decent. You can get them at Costco or your local grocer, I'm sure. First thing we want to do is start trimming off some of the fat. I'm going to get this off. I'll just carve that off. I don't want to go too deep. I can leave a little bit. And I think this will go in the freezer. This will go, my woodpecker friends in the winter will love when I put this fat out by the feeder for them. I'll say, thank you, sir. Where did that come from? So we'll get to work on trimming some of this fat. Okay, now we got that top trimmed fairly well. Now, all you grill masters out there, don't be too hard on me. I'm more of a weekend warrior, okay? Just trying to please the troops with some good brisket. Now I'm going to flip it and I'll have fat side up, and there's a lot of fat there, so it's going to take some work, but I want to keep trimming that back side, that fat side down, till there's only about a 1/4 inch layer on that back side. So let's get to work on that. Alright, after a bit of trimming, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to apply a rub. This is a really basic rub. This is a tablespoon kosher salt, tablespoon onion powder, tablespoon garlic powder, and 4 tablespoons of coarse ground pepper. I've mixed that together, and that is going to be our rub. Just to get the rub to stick all nice, I'm going to put a light coating of just yellow mustard over it and then apply the rub. So let's get to work on that. Alright, so we got a nice coating on the fat side. Now we're going to flip it and do the same to the other side. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Alright, let's go start the grill. Alright, we're down by the grill. We got some charcoals lit. Maybe too many, we'll see. I'm going to attempt today's smoked brisket on one of my favorite grills. It's the char griller. It's just a basic barrel design. I like it. It's got the adjustable air intake here. It comes with cast iron gratings as opposed to that steel wire. I love the cast iron. It's got a nice stack up top to adjust temperature. So I do almost everything on the char griller, you know, from grilling to smoking. So we'll see how it goes. Well, you gotta love bright and early on a Minnesota summer morning. Okay, and there we go. We got our little fire going next to the air intake. We got our rubbed beef brisket on the grates right underneath it. I put a pan with a little water on the bottom. Should help regulate the temperature and also keep a little moisture inside. I put the thicker part, the tip of the brisket, closer to the heat end, and we'll just close it up, and we're going to try to regulate temperature, keep it at 225. Okay, every every 30 minutes or so, I'm going to give this a little spray, little spritz of some, I got apple cider vinegar in there and a little apple juice in there. Going to keep things moist. There we go. Here we are. Okay, 2 hours into it, and we've adjusted it slightly. I've added just a few hickory chips. They'll quit burning in a second here, but I moved it, rearranged it on the grill a little bit, sprayed her down again. We'll let her go. Okay, have a look. We're about 167, 168. We've actually been going for about I guess closer to 6 hours. You know what, that 225 to 250 range. And we got options right now. We could flip it fat side up and just let it keep going. We could flip it, wrap it in foil, put it back on. The right way to do it is if you got pink or peach colored butcher paper, that's an uncoated semi-porous butcher paper, and wrap it with that. That'd be the way to go, and let it go for another 3-4 hours. We're gonna do something else. All right, since I didn't have any of the proper butcher paper, I took some of Kelly's parchment paper she uses for baking. I'm gonna try wrapping it in that. I don't feel good about just sealing it up in foil, and I don't want to just open air this thing the whole time. So I'm going to wrap it up in this parchment paper as much as it takes to get a good wrap. I'm going to put it fat side up so that fat renders down back into the meat, and let her go again at about 250, 275, and just go a few more hours with that. Okay, all right, we've had, take a look. We've had this going in the paper, fat side up, for about 4.5 hours now. Internal temps close to 200. We're just gonna give it a rest now. We're gonna set this aside. Let her come down slow, as they say. There we go. Okay, we've let this thing rest. Let's pull back the gift wrap and see what we're working with here. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Now we'll get that onto a cutting board. All right, we're gonna figure out which way the grain goes. The grain goes this way, so we're gonna cut against the grain, cutting like this. We do have a ring of smoke on there. All right, and there we have it. Got some carved up and ready to serve up. Put it on the plate, make a sandwich, do whatever you want. Looking good. All right, serve that up with some good side fixings. Good company.
I've been sampling.
You got a pretty good day right there. And there we have it. Looking good enough to eat. Ah, shoot the train. Do over. Sound guy. All right.
You're gonna have to wait at least 3 more blurbs.
I got it.
Waiting for you.
No. And there we have it. Would you knock it off? All right. real. All right, here we go.